Good evening. This is my report about Chapter 6, History of Arts and its various planes. Various planes of arts. A. Plane refers to any surface area within space. In two-dimensional art, the picture plane is the flat surface that the image is created upon, such as paper, canvas, or wood. B. Three-dimensional figures may be depicted on the flat picture plane through the use of the artistic elements to imply depth and volume as seen in the painting. C. Distortions of space and foreshortening, a method for presenting foreshortened geometry systematically onto a plane surface, was unknown for another 300 years. An image is created on the plane by the points of intersection. That is the Mourning Over the Dead Christ paintings. The color field painting is characterized primarily by its use of large fields of flat solid color spread across or stained into the canvas, creating areas of unbroken surface and a flat picture plane. Camille, 1992. And E. Cézanne is named after Paul Cézanne, a French artist and post-impressionist painter whose work laid the foundations in 19th century. Adams, 1996. He used planes of color and a small brushstroke to form complex fields and convey intense study of his project. And F. Linear perspective is a technique artists developed during the Renaissance to accurately depict three-dimensional space on a two-dimensional picture plane, such as the canvas of a painting, Baxandal, 1972. So, what is picture plane meaning in art? In traditional illusionistic painting using perspective, the picture plane can be thought of as the glass of the notional window through which the viewer looks into the representation of reality that lies beyond. In practice, the picture plane is the same as the actual physical surface of the painting. Sample architectural design. Prehistoric art. These are paintings and engraving on the walls of caves and rocks, especially naturalistic depictions of animals produced by Upper Paleolithic people. And that is the architectural design. Next, Mesopotamian. It features pilasters and columns as well as frescoes and enameled tiles, stone as well as brick in their palaces, which were lined with sculptured and colored slabs. And that is the architecture design of Mesopotamian. In Chinese, that is the design of Chinese. It is wood. Wood is the main material in ancient Chinese architecture, and most of the buildings are in wood frame structure. Beautiful appearance and unique monomer shape. Rich artistic images on roof, rigorous symmetric layout, diverse decorations, graceful gardens with great artistic conceptions. Next. In Japanese, it has been typified by wooden structures elevated slightly off the ground with tiled or thatched roofs. Sliding doors, or fusuma, were also used in place of walls, allowing the internal configuration of a space to be customized for different occasions. And that is their design. Architecture design. And Indian, its motif is less ornate and more expressive in form. The materials are basics but cutting edge. In Egyptian art, it is characterized by a highly conservative adherence to traditional rules which favored order and form over creativity and artistic expression. And that is their art. That is the architectural design. In Greek art, its dimension used was whether the Doric, Ionic, or Corinthian style depending on the region and the purpose of the structure. And that is their architectural design. Islamic. Some characteristics of Islamic architecture were inherited from pre-Islamic architecture of that region, while some characteristics like minarets, muqamas, arabesque, Islamic geometric pattern, pointed arc, multifold arc, onion dome, and pointed dome developed later. And that is their architectural design. Next. In Roman medieval art, it combines the features of ancient Roman and Byzantine buildings and other local tradition. It is known by its massive quality thick walls, round arcs, sturdy pillars, barrel vaults, large towers, and decorative arcading, and that is their architectural design. Next, Romanesque. It is known by its massive quality thick walls, round arcs, sturdy pillars, barrel vaults, large towers, and decorative arcading. And that is their architectural design. Next. Siamese. Siamese network architecture contains two parallel streams to estimate the similarity between two inputs and has the ability to learn their discriminative features. Gothic. It varies according to location, age, and type of building and is often characterized by 5 key architectural elements: large stained glass windows, pointed arcs, ribolds, flying buttresses, and ornate decoration. And that is their architectural design. Renaissance. It is characterized by a pair of rectangular symmetrical shapes that front facade of the buildings were generally symmetrical around the vertical axis. And that is their design. Korean. Its architectural motif is characterized by naturalistic tendencies, simplicity, economy of shape, and the avoidance of extremes. And that is their design. Next, Byzantine. Okay, the combination of the basilica and symmetrical center plan or circular or polygonal religious structures resulted in the characteristic Byzantine Greek cross plan church with a square central mass and 4 arms of equal length. And that is their architectural design. Next, Baroque. It includes curving forms, including oval shapes and a combination of concave and convex forms that make walls seem to undulate or appear wavy with a strong sense of motion. And that is their architectural design. Tudor. It is characterized by steeply pitched gable roofs, playfully elaborate masonry chimneys, often with chimney pots, embellished doorways, groupings of windows, and decorative half timbering. This last an exposed wood framework with the spaces between the timbers filled with masonry or stucco. That is the design. Next, Javanese. It is primarily constructed from a combination of wooden structure and brick walls. They have developed the joglo using a corrugated metal roof in the upper part of the houses. A feature that is unique is central Java. And that is their architectural design. Next, Rococo. It is usually includes curving forms, including oval shapes, and a combination of concave and convex forms that make walls seem to undulate or appear wavy with a strong sense of motion. And that is their design. In Filipino, it is a mixture of native Filipino, Spanish, and Chinese influences. Some fine houses are usually built with solid stone foundation or brick lower walls, and overhanging wooden upper story with balustrades and capis, shell sliding windows, and a tiled roof. You see, a tiled roof. That is the Filipino architectural design. Next, industrial. It describes a minimalist style of surface decoration, industrial materials, clean lines, flat roofs, jutting edge, and polished surfaces. That is their design. It replaces the classical modern architectural education. It is an ideology of universalism, standardization, mass production, and homogeneity. And its computational design is contextual, adaptable, mass customized, and heterogeneous. And that is their design. That is we call parametric design. Parametric art in architectural design. So, we remember that there are actually many sources of design when it comes to architecture and arts, who came from different places or countries. Thank you. That is my report for tonight.